All right, it's Alyssa and Jessica here, and we are bringing you Stay Away from Drains from our curriculum, Water Safety with Colin and Friends. And Stay Away from Drains is all about drain safety. If you visit pools really often, if you have a backyard pool, if you go to your community pool, this is a great time to really learn about staying away from drains and why it's important to do so. So this right here is Stay Away from Drains. It is one of our whole hand rules. If you've seen that lesson before, if you haven't, we're going to teach you all about it. So really quickly before we go into this, if you have never talked about water safety, or if you're this is maybe only one or two lessons in, let's just quickly identify some places around our house or places that we visit where we might find a lot of water. Because water safety is about making sure that the behaviors we have keep us safer while we're out and enjoying it. Because we love water, we want you to have a good time, and that's why we're talking about drain safety. So if I'm at my house, I live in an apartment, so I know if I walk outside, I am going to walk down the street and I'm going to see a pool, and I know that pool's going to have a drain. Where else in your house, Alyssa, or in my house might I find water?
You might find water in the bathtub, and there's a drain in the bathtub also. Looks different than a pool drain, but it's still a drain. Water in the sink, water in a kiddie pool, outside if I have a kiddie pool in my backyard. I might have a backyard pool, which backyard pools have a drain, most of them. There are some that don't have drains, but most backyard pools have drains. Buckets, there might be a pond, there might be a lake, lots of water.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I visit water frequently, maybe I live in a community that has a pool that's just for our community to use. That's another really good example of a pool that might have a drain. Maybe you visit city pools like Barton Springs, or you visit other city pools like Deep Eddy Pool. Those are all pools that might have drains. So those are places where you might find water. This picture right here, like I said before, means stay away from drains. And we love to teach things in a lot of different ways at Colin's Hope. So this also has a matching hand motion. And Alyssa, what is our stay away from drains hand motion? Exactly.
I like to add a couple. Stop.
Yeah, I like the picture on the back of this because all the kids.
I do too. That was what I was holding up. I like it.
Yes, stay away from drains. So everybody put your hand out like a stop motion and say stay away from drains. What is a pool drain? So we've already said that word 10 times. What is a pool drain? A pool drain is a part of the pool that actually helps keep it clean. So it's a really good tool for the pool if there's dirt or rocks or leaves or just anything that, people are going in and out all the time. So the drains really take the water and they help clean it and put it back in the pool. But if they're broken, they can be really dangerous. And actually, Alyssa's going to tell us why that is.
Sure. I'm going to show you a picture, and this is from our friends at Abby's Hope and the Zach Foundation, and they have these great boards that talk about what a dangerous drain looks like, a dangerous drain cover, which is this right here. And the things that make a dangerous drain cover are if it's flat, so I can put my hand, it's totally flat. The cover is damaged or broken, so if there was one of these screws was missing, or if it was broken, that would be a dangerous drain, or if it was loose. And if you spot a dangerous drain like this, get out immediately. So if you go to a pool, if you spot a dangerous drain, get out immediately, tell someone, and never sit or play near any drain. So this is a dangerous drain cover. Again, it's flat, so I can put my entire hand over it, which is not good, because we'll talk about what happens when drains have suction. And if the cover were damaged, so if it was cracked or these screws missing, or if it was loose at all, that's a dangerous drain.
And the really big holes, like if I have a kid, kids could stick their finger right through that.
Yep. So, okay. So then, here we go. Large openings, yes. Okay, now, thank you again, Abby's Hope and the Zach Foundation. This is a safe drain, a safer drain, okay? So if you look at it, it's dome shaped. So you can't really, it's hard to see, but it's a dome. So it sticks up so that I can't get my entire hand to cover the entire drain. It has small openings. So like where the dangerous one had big ones, this one has small openings. It's bigger, so it has a larger, so I can't get stuck on it, and it has all of its screws are in there, and it was installed properly by the drain people. So that's a safer drain. So again, Abby's Hope and the Zach Foundation, thanks for these awesome boards.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Alyssa was talking about, the having a cover on the drain, that kind of safer cover over, is really important because the way drains keep pools clean is they're kind of like a vacuum. They suck
Mhm.
the water and they suck all the kind of dirt and stuff out. But they're also really, 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 really strong. So if they're broken or they're flat or they have, you have a way where you can sort of cover it all. It's kind of like taking the vacuum hose and then putting your hand on it. You know, it gets really, really strong, except for instead of being a small hole like a vacuum, these drains are really, really big.
Mhm. And
So we want
strong,
to keep,
and they're
and they're
strong.
really strong. Yeah, absolutely. They're really strong. So if they're broken, they can hurt your body. So that's why at Colin's Hope we teach just stay away from drains. It's not a toy. It's not something to play around. It's just best to stay away.
Mhm.
And so what can you do if you are in the pool? What can you do? First, you can identify where are the drains? Where might they be? Sometimes they're at the bottom, sometimes they're at the sides. If you're visiting open water and there's like kind of like a natural drain or a man-made drain, it might be on the
Mhm.
side. So just being aware when you visit a body of water to look for the locations of the drains.
And
It's
it
best.
can be it can be a game when you get to a pool. Spot the drain. So who can spot the drain at the bottom? I know the pool that I swim in all the time has a square drain, a big square drain cover, not a circle. So that can be a game that you can play. Spot the drain and then stay away from it.
Exactly. And then once you're there, if you know, like we said, drains, they pull water in. So sometimes they can pull stuff that's really small, like maybe a toy or like the kind of toys that you throw to the bottom of the pool. It might pull those things in. So if you see a toy by a drain, what's the best thing you can do? Stay away, go ask a grown up for help. You
Mhm.
should, before you go near water, you should be asking for permission to be in that body of water. And your grown up should be acting as your water guardian. They should be watching you. So if you see a toy by a drain, just go get your grown up and ask them for help. It's the best idea. So we are going to go and we're going to do this chart, which you can't see as well, but I think it's a really good one to talk about anyway, because there's some good rules. So this is a Venn diagram. If you've never seen a Venn diagram, we have on one side, we have what kids can do to be safer around drains. We have what grown-ups can do to be safer around drains. And in the middle, this is what everyone can do, whether you're an adult or a kid. These are good things for you to do. So let's talk about these things. So if I'm a kid, one of the things, what have we been talking about the whole time? One of the things that I can do, stay
Stay
away. I can
away.
stay away from drains. It's the easiest thing for me to do. I can spot it, play my fun game of looking for the drains, and then I can just stay away. The other thing I can do is, especially if I don't know how to swim yet, I can wear a life jacket. So we have another video called Orange You Glad You Can Float, and it tells us all about life jackets. But the main goal here is that a life jacket helps you float. If you are floating, that means you're on top of the water, and it'll be a lot easier for you to stay away from the drains. So we're gonna put that one up on the kids' side. The third thing I can do as a kid, and actually this one is for everybody, but you can learn to swim. So show us how to swim, Alyssa. Yeah. We can learn to swim. If you know how to swim and you're swimming in the pool and you come across a drain, you can just swim in the other direction. You can swim away. So those are three really easy things kids can do. What can grown-ups do to help keep you safer? We at Colin's Hope, we encourage every grown-up to be a water guardian. That means they are on duty. They're not distracted by phones or books or talking to other friends. They are on duty. Grown-ups should watch you. Make sure that they're watching you. And Alyssa has a really nifty water guardian badge. So that's what if you know that maybe your grown up might have a little bit of trouble remembering, you can ask them to get a water guardian badge and they'll be able to wear it to
And they can
remember that you're in the water.
to watch.
And they
Yep.
can watch you and make sure that you're staying safer. So that's what grown-ups can do. Something that everybody can do, and this really is a really good one for drains. If you have long hair, like I have long hair,
Me
the
too.
and Alyssa's got long hair too. The really cool thing you can do is you can just tie your hair back. So if you've got long hair and you're going to be in the water, just put your hair in a ponytail and just keep it out of the way. I actually prefer to wear braids, so you can even do that. Just a way to keep, if you're swimming by the drain, just a way to keep it out of the area. So put your hair in a ponytail. And we say this one for everybody because it's good for adults, but if you need help, you can ask a grown up to help you do that. Similar to having long hair, what do bathing suits have? They're kind of really odd.
Strings.
They have
Strings.
Strings, yeah. So sometimes bathing suits have strings up here on the straps, or they have them around the waist. Swim trunks usually have them right in the middle. So just tie your strings up. You can either tie them yourself, or if you need help, ask a grown-up.
Tie them and tuck them
Really
in.
good way. And tuck them in, yes. Those are really good ways to be safer around drains. So tying back your loose hair, tying up your strings, making sure that a grown-up is watching you. And then, of course, the layers of protection that Colin's Hope always encourages. Stay away from drains, wear a life jacket, and learn to swim. So that is our stay away from drains lesson. Again, stay away from drains. We have lots of other videos. You can follow us on YouTube and on Facebook, and there is really great lessons about learning to swim, the basic whole hand rules, Orange You Glad You Can Float's another really good one. So make sure to follow us and you'll catch the rest of our videos.